So recently, over this past week, throughout the country, as well as here in Chicago at several campuses, including DePaul and Northwestern, students basically set up encampments where they are pretty much like intense, like kind of like living on the campus, you know what I'm saying? Like taking a stand. Some being pro Palestine, as well as some people for Israel as well. Uh, kind of, yeah, it was some clashes at some of these spots, but the reality of it is like we're entitled to this First Amendment right, to peacefully protest. I kind of feel uh, it's getting out of hand at some point because a lot of you know the the demonstrators are not necessarily from the schools where this stuff is going on, so that basically leaves a lot of grief because you obviously got to understand there's going to be people on both sides, like we live in a divided country, so it's what I'm saying, people who are Democrats and people who are Republicans. So it's always going to be people who want things one way and there's going to be people who want things the other way. So the reality is we all have to coexist, and like people have to understand that regardless if you look however you look at it, if you look at it from a right or a wrong standpoint, it's gonna be people on both sides. In the words of y'all boy, there were beautiful people on both sides. So the reality is you have to hear these people out, but I kind of see like especially like what I seen like at UCLA, like it went crazy, So I'm just saying, like at some point, that it could go there, like that's the reality of it. Like don't try to come at this like y'all this or that, like just know it could go there, at any given moment. You know what I'm saying? And some of these people, like I seen some of the students, you feel me, their on their campuses talking about how I just seen, this person at the rallies and it's like now they looking at me all funny and stuff. So I'm just saying like at some point like it's not gonna like end pretty, So I think some type of stance needs to be taken to, for one, not let it escalate to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really feel I'm the person to, be pushing everything because I'm, like this isn't really, this isn't like my thing. Like I have my own issues that I'm dealing with, but I feel that this is a coming together, moment. Obviously, the two sides don't see eye to eye, but we have to coexist either way. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's even worse over there. So you have to imagine, like all of this stuff is on our homeland now, and it's like it's affecting me regardless because for one, I'm I'm talking about it right now, so that's the reality of it, like I see and hear about it. So I have to educate myself about it and even like know about it. So that's the thing, like we got to figure it out. And yeah, like the students definitely have the right to do it, but how many of those people are students? You know, from what they said, it wasn't that many students. You know, and it's finals time. You know, like for real. Like if it's like I'm not, I'm trying to do my finals. You know how much them universities cost? Like, stop it. But at the end of the day, like definitely, I feel both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not necessarily taking a stance for nobody. I just want, you know, peace. Like I want peace in my community and, you know, and yours as well. So we got to do it together. Real talk. So what you waiting for?